Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep into crypto this week, and let me tell you, the week of February 17th through the 21st. Wild.
Definitely a roller coaster. Lots going on.
Yeah, you submitted a great article from Crypto Potato, their weekly recap, and wow, there's a lot to unpack.
It's amazing how much happened in just those few days, really.
I know, right?
Big swings in price, a major hack, regulation changes, even a meme coin meltdown, of all things.
Okay, so let's break it all down, starting with Bitcoin. It almost hit $100,000. Everyone must have been holding their breath.
Absolutely came so close, but then wham, down to $93,500. Reminds me of that early February massacre the article talked about.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Just goes to show how volatile Bitcoin can be.
Yeah, nerve-wracking for sure, especially if
Yeah.
you're holding Bitcoin. But it bounced back though, right? What happened?
It did. And this is where things get interesting. News broke that the SEC might drop its lawsuit against Coinbase. That, plus a few other good things happening, seems to have pushed the price back up.
Wait, the SEC might back down? Seriously, what's the story there?
Well, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase's CEO, announced it. He thinks the dismissal could come as early as next week.
Wow.
The article even speculates, could this set a precedent for other crypto cases, like what's happening with Ripple and the SEC?
Wow, that would be huge for the whole crypto industry, wouldn't it, if the SEC is easing up?
But yeah, big if, for sure.
But before we go there, we got to talk about that Bybit hack. $1.5 billion. It's hard to even imagine that much money stolen just like that.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been worse, right, as Bitcoin was rallying. Caused a sharp drop, obviously.
Yeah, I bet.
Shows even the biggest platforms aren't invincible. A real warning for anyone thinking about getting into crypto.
Yeah, you're telling me. So after all that drama, where did Bitcoin end up by the end of the week?
Above $98,000, actually. Up 1.5% for the week.
Wow, talk about resilience. So, wild price swings, a huge hack, and maybe, big maybe, a change in regulations. That's a lot to process. What does it all mean for someone who's just starting to learn about crypto?
Well, I think it's a good reminder that crypto is still like the Wild West out there. Exciting, sure, and you can make good money, but also risky. Do your research, and understand what you're getting into.
This isn't for the faint of heart, right?
Exactly.
Okay, back to that Coinbase versus the SEC thing for a minute. Big picture, what was that lawsuit even about, and what happens now?
It's been a big cloud hanging over crypto, this lawsuit. The SEC's argument is a lot of cryptocurrencies, especially the ones traded on platforms like Coinbase, are actually securities, which means they should be regulated like stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
If the SEC won, huge impact. How crypto is traded, used, everything really. Investors, new projects, you name it.
So if they're dropping it now, does that mean they're changing their mind about how to regulate crypto? This is a big shift, right?
Seems like it. Remember, they also withdrew that appeal in the DeFi case. So maybe they're realizing working with the crypto world is better than fighting it. Encourage innovation while still protecting investors.
That'd be huge. Crypto's been in limbo for so long because of all this. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Bitcoin's kind of ditching the stock market lately. What's going on there?
Yes, the decoupling. For a while, Bitcoin's price has been pretty closely tied to the S&P 500, moving in the same direction. But lately, that link's weakening. Last week, correlation hit 0 at one point.
So Bitcoin's doing its own thing now. What's that mean, especially for, regular people trying to understand all this?
Could be really good, especially for those thinking long-term. Historically, when Bitcoin goes its own way, it does well. Like it's maturing as an asset, not just following the stock market's ups and downs. Some even think this means Bitcoin's becoming more like digital gold, a store of value, good against inflation, economic problems, all that.
That's interesting. So potential changes with regulations, Bitcoin doing its own thing. What else happened this week that we should know about?
Oh, the meme coin meltdown. And Litecoin's, Litecoin went crazy. Surprising, really.
It's like two opposite sides of the same coin, huh?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the meme coin drama first. What happened there?
People are starting to criticize meme coins more. They're driven by hype, not real value or use. The article mentions a Laborgate scandal, but doesn't say much about it. But clearly meme coins are facing some backlash. People questioning if they'll last, especially after some high-profile stuff that happened.
Makes sense. High risk, high reward. And sometimes big disappointment.
Right.
Shows that not all crypto is created equal. And then we have Litecoin shooting up like crazy. What's fueling that?
Seems to be mostly rumors about an LTC ETF being approved in the U.S. ETFs, those exchange-traded funds, they make it easier for big investors, institutions to get into crypto. More demand, higher
But that's
price.
like, hold on. Can you explain what an ETF is and why is it so important for Litecoin specifically?
Sure. An ETF is basically, imagine a basket of assets. You can buy and sell this basket on the stock exchange, like any other stock. A Litecoin ETF would let people invest in Litecoin without actually buying the cryptocurrency itself. It opens Litecoin up to a way bigger pool of investors,
Yeah.
including those big institutions who might have been hesitant before because of regulations or just the hassle.
So while meme coins are, I guess, facing reality, Litecoin's hoping to go mainstream with this ETF.
Exactly. Shows how diverse crypto is.
Yeah.
Regulation, speculation, technology, and then you've got the hype, social media. It's all pushing and pulling these coins in different directions.
Dynamic is an understatement. But hey, we've got one more big thing to talk about. Trump stepping in on crypto. The article mentions it.
Nice. Big potential shift in the U.S.
This could be huge, right?
It could. We've got to take a break, though, back in a bit to discuss what this political move could mean for the world of crypto. Stay tuned.
All right, we're back and ready to tackle this political curveball. Trump saying bye-bye to Biden's crypto policies. Can you break that down for us? What were those policies and how did they affect things?
Well, it's tough to summarize a whole administration's stance on something this complex, especially with crypto changing so fast. But broadly, Biden was seen as more cautious, regulation heavy.
More rules, basically.
Yeah. Some people thought it was needed, protect consumers and the financial system, all that. Others felt it was holding crypto back, like it was stifling innovation.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, we have seen some crazy stuff happen in crypto, scams and all that. Makes you think some rules are a good idea.
Right. The idea was to bring crypto into the existing rules, which of course got mixed reactions. Some people liked the clarity, hoped it'd make things more stable. Others worried it'd kill the whole point of crypto, the whole being different, innovative thing.
And now Trump's saying he'll do things differently. Big news for anyone into crypto or even just watching from the sidelines.
Yeah, seems like it. We don't know the details of his plans yet, but saying he's ending Biden's approach suggests he'll be more hands-off. Maybe embrace that innovative side without so many rules.
But a lot of crypto fans are happy about that. But gotta ask, wouldn't less regulation also mean more risk for investors? It's a trade-off, right?
That's the big question. Too much regulation can stifle things, make it hard to get into crypto. But too little, well, you open the door to scams and instability.
Yeah.
It's about finding the right balance, where innovation can happen, but people are still protected, and the system's not going to collapse.
Sounds like a tough balancing act. So for the average person listening, trying to figure out this crypto world, what does it all mean? It can be overwhelming, all this change.
Oh, absolutely. My advice, stay informed, stay involved, be aware of the risks and the potential rewards. Crypto moves fast, and politics just adds another layer to it. Do your research, understand the different sides, and most importantly, make your own decisions based on what you're comfortable with.
Good advice. So potential regulation changes in the U.S., Bitcoin going independent, different crypto doing well or crashing. Anything else this week we should be paying attention to?
Oh, we can't forget about the meme coin meltdown and Litecoin's crazy surge. Talk about contrast, right?
Like two sides of the same crypto coin, yeah. Okay, let's start with the meme coin drama. What happened there? Why the meltdown?
There's been a growing wave of criticism against meme coins that are not really based on anything solid, more hype than substance. The article mentions something called Libragate, a scandal, but doesn't go into detail. Whatever it was, it's clear these meme coins are facing some real backlash now. People are starting to doubt them, especially after some big incidents.
Yeah, high risk, high reward, and sometimes high disappointment. Shows not all crypto is the same. But then you've got Litecoin taking off like a rocket. What's driving that?
Mostly, it seems, rumors about an LTC ETF being approved in the U.S. These ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, they make it easier for institutions to invest in crypto. So potentially big demand, which means higher prices.
Hold on, could you explain ETFs again? Why are they so important, especially for Litecoin?
Of course. An ETF, imagine a basket of assets that you can buy or sell on a stock exchange, just like a regular stock.
Yeah.
So a Litecoin ETF would let investors get exposure to Litecoin without actually holding the cryptocurrency itself. That's a big deal because it opens up Litecoin to a wider range of investors, those big institutions who might have been hesitant before because of regulations or just the logistics of it all.
So meme coins facing a reality check and Litecoin's aiming for the big leagues with this ETF.
You got it. It shows the crazy variety in crypto. Regulation, speculation, technology, and the hype, social media. It's a wild ride. All these forces pulling and pushing the market in different directions.
Definitely a dynamic space, that's for sure. Okay, before we go any further, I want to touch on something we mentioned earlier, the Trump thing. The article mentions he declared an end to Biden's crypto policies. This could be a game changer, couldn't it?
It could be. We're in uncharted territory here. The political landscape is shifting, and with it, the potential for a major change in how the U.S. approaches crypto. The decisions made now could have a ripple effect throughout the entire market.
Okay, so much to think about. Before we jump into that, though, let's take a quick break to gather our thoughts. We'll be back in a flash to delve into the potential impact of this political shift on the crypto world. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's take a minute, catch our breath. Big week in crypto, huh?
Definitely a lot to digest.
Yeah. We started with Bitcoin almost hitting $100,000, then that drop. It's been a roller coaster for the king of crypto.
Oh, for sure. Showed us Bitcoin's volatile side, but it always seems to bounce back, doesn't it?
Yeah, resilient. Then we got into the SEC, maybe changing its tune on regulation. Could be huge for the whole industry, right? New opportunities, more innovation. What do you think about this shift? Sign of things to come.
It's worth keeping an eye on, that's for sure. Dropping the Coinbase lawsuit, the DeFi case appeal, suggests they're maybe trying a different approach, working with crypto instead of against it.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah, good for everyone, really. Having clear rules, that's how any industry grows. Too much regulation, and you stifle things. Too little, and it's chaos, scams everywhere. The balance is key, you know. Help crypto grow and protect people.
Absolutely. And can't forget Bitcoin kind of ditching the stock market, going its own way like it's, I don't know, grown up or something.
Yeah, the decoupling. Analysts love to talk about that. Historically, when Bitcoin's done its own thing, it's done well. Could mean it's maturing, becoming more than just a speculative asset, you know, more like digital gold, a safe haven.
Interesting. A lot of potential there. But even with all this good stuff, challenges remain, right? Scalability, security, getting more people to use crypto. Those are still hurdles.
True. We're still early days, crypto-wise. Lots to figure out. Making transactions faster, cheaper, more secure. That's crucial if it's going to be used by everyone, everywhere. And of course, getting more people to actually use it beyond just investing, that's the big one.
It's all a process, right?
Definitely. Exciting times, though.
Yeah.
So much potential. The old ways don't always work in this new world, which is part of the appeal.
Yeah, I get that. So for our listener who sent in that Crypto Potato article, what's the one thing you want them to remember, the big takeaway from all this?
Crypto's complicated. It's risky. Things change fast. But it's also exciting, a chance to be part of something new. Stay informed. Keep learning. Don't be afraid to question things. Most importantly, don't let fear or uncertainty stop you from exploring. The future of crypto is being shaped right now, and everyone can be part of it.
Well said. And on that note, we've reached the end of our crypto deep dive for this week. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride.
It's been a pleasure.
And to our listener, thanks for sending in the article. Really got us thinking.
Always happy to dive into these topics.
Until next time, everyone, keep exploring, stay curious. The world of crypto never stands still.
Absolutely. The future's being built right now.
Right.
Let's make it a good one.